Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today, we've just got a lot of stories about Romelu Lukaku. You know that it is big news when the news video is based around one player. My voice is kind of going, but there's so much news today about Romelu Lukaku in particular that I just thought, you know what? Why don't we just make one whole news video on Romelu Lukaku? Not just news, but analysing him, comparing him up against Erling Haaland. Because, obviously, if we get Lukaku, we're not getting Haaland. And it is a big talking point in the Chelsea fan community at the moment. Just before we get into it, though, like the video to help me out. Subscribe to help yourself out. That is going to be my new sort of saying. Because if you like it, it helps me out. If you subscribe, it helps you out. Because then it sends you a notification every time I create a video. Daily Chelsea videos. We play Spurs later, don't we? Maybe I'll make a preview on that later. Anyway, let's get into today's video. I've got a lot about Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea. Improved offer. Inter's need to sell. And the price tag. Look here. So football.london, of course. Football.london. The Belgian frontman is a priority target for Chelsea this summer, and Football.London have rounded up the very latest reports surrounding the prolific 28-year-old. And read it. Chelsea are desperate to add a world-class centre-forward to their ranks this summer, as Thomas Tuchel looks to bridge the gap between the side and reigning Premier League champions Manchester City. The German will be hoping to get his hands on a prolific frontman before the Premier League opener against Crystal Palace in 10 days' time, with Tammy Abraham reportedly set to depart the club this month. Now, Villa are interested. They've just signed Leon Bailey, I'm pretty sure. Arsenal are interested. West Ham. The Blues have chased Borussia Dortmund sensation Erling Haaland for much of the summer, but the German club is unwilling to part ways with the 21-year-old in its transfer window, having already sold Jadon Sancho to Manchester United last month. Still, Chelsea have identified Belgian Romelu Lukaku as their number one target, given the Haaland deal looks dead and buried. With that being said, blah, 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 3 bids turned down. Chelsea have seen 3 offers for Lukaku turned down. Football.London understands, and so do I. The Blues had 2 bids rejected for the 28-year-old, and a third was launched earlier this week, and it was also understood to be turned down. That latest offer was thought to be £85 million, 100 million euros, plus Marcos Alonso, who has been linked to the move to Milan and did actually request to move to Milan not so long ago. Chelsea are likely to submit another bid for Lukaku, with Haaland looking deemed virtually impossible. But this last bid, it'll probably say it sooner. Yeah, here we go. According to Tuto Mercato Web, Inter Milan are asking or demanding 120 million euros, 102 million pounds for Lukaku, and it's a fee that Chelsea are willing to pay. There's a lot of reports saying that we're going to go for 120 million, 130 million euro bid. I've actually brought it up here. 120 pounds, or just imagine that's million. 120 million euros is 102 pounds. Take it to 130. That's 110 pounds. Now Jack Grealish is on the verge of signing for Man City for 100 pounds. That would be a Premier League record, be a Mancunian record. It would be a English record. It'd still be record for English player. But if we sign Lukaku, 102 million pounds, that's only 2 million more than Grealish. So we're gonna make history with signing Romelu Lukaku. Premier League most expensive signing. And yeah, Chelsea are happy to pay this 102 million pounds, which would cost more than obviously Kepa and Kai Havertz, making it our new signing record and the Premier League signing record, and probably Italy's sell record. Oh no, actually Ronaldo was like 105, wasn't he? So maybe it's not huge news over there. Probably is. Inter Milan CEO recently insisted Lukaku is not for sale, despite a strong interest. But Inter Milan need to sell. They have financial troubles. Their owners are, I think they're Chinese. They had a Chinese club that they actually needed to stop owning so that they could transfer the money over to Inter Milan to keep them going because of the COVID's impact on the economy. I know what I'm talking about. And they already sold Achraf Hakimi, but they also got rid of Conte because he didn't want his whole squad picked apart. And that was thought to be it. But they need another sale now. And it's going to be either Lautaro Martinez, Romelu Lukaku, or Nicolas Barella, who has also been linked to their move away. They're the three performers that have been linked to the move away. That would cost about 60 million plus. Speaking back in June, Lukaku said that he was staying, but it may have changed 2 months on, which is obvious. It obviously would have changed. Really spoke about that. Inter need to sell. Also, Arsenal are interested in, or put down £70 million for Lautaro Martinez, but Inter can't sell both. If Chelsea get Lukaku, then Arsenal don't get Martinez. And if Arsenal get Martinez, then Chelsea don't get Lukaku. But surely you'd sell the older one for more money. That just makes more sense in my head. Although Lukaku is he basically carries Inter Milan. Maybe that's why they don't want to sell him. But here, yeah, Blues ready to offer 130 million euros, 111 million pounds. I thought it was 110. Okay, yes, very similar. And that is not the end. Tammy Abraham could leave. That would raise 40 million pounds for that. And then I just realized 40 million pounds for Tammy. We've already made 50 from the sales of Tomori, Guehi, Livramento. So that's 90 million pounds already. That's pretty much the 100 million pounds. So our net spend this summer, if we do sell Tammy Abraham, wouldn't be much. Or the net spend on Lukaku. If it is an interesting one to see if we will still go through with signing Jules Koundé. He wants to move. I think Chelsea want to move, but Sevilla recently said they want 70 million euros, which is 60 million pounds, which is more than they said the other day. I don't think it includes it in this article, but Chelsea have offered 12 million euros a year. Yes, 12 million euros a year for Lukaku, with 3 million in bonuses. So it could go up to 15 million a year. But I like to do it in weekly because then I actually know. Because you kind of talk about how much they're in a week. If you do 12 million divided by 52, because it's 52 weeks in a calendar year, that's £230,000 a week. And then you include the 3 million that could be bonuses, divide 12 million by 4 to get 3 million, and do 230,000 by 4. That's roughly just over 50,000. It could, if he gets all the bonuses, that could go up to about 290,000 pounds a week. Anyway, some people might say it's overpriced. 102 million pounds, 110 million pounds, whatever it will be. Inter Milan, I heard anything over 100 million pounds will be too much to turn down from Inter's point of view. So that's why we're going with the big bids. But on Transfermarkt, he's priced at 90 million pounds. Considering his contract doesn't end until 2024, how important he is for not just Inter Milan but Belgium's squad as well. And people saying that that attack Serie A, it's not the same as the Premier League, but he's been in the Premier League. He knows what he is, what he needs to do. He didn't have a great before. He didn't do well for Man United, but he did do very well at Everton. So he knows that he has done it before. Plus, he's bringing more experience. And I saw a side-to-side picture earlier. He's so much slimmer than he used to be. So he'll be more mobile, quicker, more agile. And he's also very good at passing as well. He got most assists, 11 assists, I'm pretty sure it was. We'll speak about that in a minute. Play comparisons between him and Erling Haaland. In the Euros, though, 5 appearances, 4 goals. He got 1 less than the golden boot, which went to Ronaldo and the oh god, what's his name? The Czech guy. Oh god, the striker. He used to play for Leverkusen, was it? And now he plays for he used to play for Leipzig. Now he plays for Leverkusen. I don't know. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is all information on Lukaku. Obviously, he was at Chelsea in 2012, came from Anderlecht for £13 million. That is interesting. 13 million as a... How old would he have been? That's 10 years ago. 18 years old. £13 million. Then he went on loan to West Brom, had a decent season. Then came back, obviously. Then went to Everton for a loan. And then the loan ended. Then they signed him permanently for £30 million. Then was at Everton for a few years. He's still their top scorer to this day, I'm pretty sure. In the Premier League. Then went to United for £76 million. Then flopped. 2 years later, joins Inter for £66 million. And then another 2 years later, joins Chelsea for £110 million. Pretty much. But as you can see here, in the Premier League, you might say he flopped. That's still 155 goals in 252 appearances. That's more than one every 2 games. Do 38 divided by 2, 19. If he can get 19 goals for us, minimum, then we might have a good chance of winning the Premier League. Because you saw how much the Harry Kane got, like 23 or something. And he's better than he was. Look, 47 goals in 72 games, plus 12 assists, 59 and 72. That is out of this world. Very good record over it. And he's still decent in the Champions League as well. 16 and 27. Good. Oh my God. 17 involvements in 19 games in FA Cup. He's a baller. Now, very quickly, this website is called FB Ref. I found it recently. It's very good for stats. You can compare players. And I've gone through, compared Romelu Lukaku and Erling Haaland's 2020-21 season. So they both... Well, actually, Lukaku played 8 more games, started 5 more games, had 400 more minutes, and 6 more 90 minutes. So he did play a lot more. And Haaland did get more. So I'm reacting to this. I've not seen this at all yet. So Lukaku played more, but Haaland scored 3 more goals. So as a goal scorer, you'd probably rather Haaland. But then Lukaku got almost double the amount of assists. Non-penalty goals. So Lukaku scored 6 penalties and Haaland only scored 2. And considering Jorginho would probably still be our penalty taker, then 18 goals. Still, if he gets 18 goals next season, that would be huge. What? Something about penalties. Got 4 yellow cards for Lukaku, 2 for Haaland, 0 red cards. Haaland gets just over a goal a game. Lukaku gets 0.75 goals a game. But he does get more assists. And together, it is Haaland with better goals and assists per 90 minutes. But that's only weighed up because of his goals. And then minus penalties. Then, yeah, Lukaku actually, minus penalties, it's not super impressive. Like, it is impressive, but it's not as good as we all thought. Expected goals, 22.7. And he got, what did he get? 22.7. He got, where is it? 24. So he did beat it. Haaland was expected 23.7 and he beat it. So overall, where is it? I thought there was one that said how much better they were. Oh, okay, anyway. Shooting, obviously got more goals. 1 less shot for Lukaku. Few less shots on target, so Lukaku is more clinical than Haaland. Takes a lot less shots per 90 minutes. Okay. Passing. This is interesting because Lukaku is a team player. He does get quite a few assists. I saw that. 11 assists last season. Completed 555. That's a lot more than Haaland. Probably should wrap this up in a minute. A lot more attempted though. But to be fair, they are very... Haaland has a better completion percentage. Pass types. Where's the... Possession. Wait. No. I swear there's one where it's like short, middle or long. Anyway, I'm going to have to wrap this up in a minute. But overall, from that very quick analysation, I'd say Haaland is more clinical. No, Lukaku's more clinical, but Haaland scored more goals. If you take away the penalties, Haaland got 7 more than Lukaku. But Haaland would only be at Chelsea for 2 or 3 years, and he wouldn't have a long-term future there. Lukaku's signing a 5-year contract, and also he's a lot cheaper as well, because Haaland would have cost 150 million pounds or euros, which is still 30 or 40 million pounds more than Lukaku. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thanks if you sat through this whole 15-minute video on Lukaku. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's awkward. Bye.